it's marketing is a weird because it's like TikTok feels like if you tried, you could blow something up. And is that blow up helpful or not? Because I don't think blowing up necessarily is that helpful versus growing a solid group of people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that would mean. Like, I don't know if these guys have a loyal following of people.
No, probably not. I would guess. I wonder. I would love to see what like the returning, because I can see that is what the returning like subscribers would be. Obviously, they're pulling in a lot of new people through the TikToks, but I feel like people that are watching the film are not staying, like you were saying, and then they're not. They're just going through people, and maybe that's good. But I feel like it's so much better to create a community.
Like, is it better to get 1,000 views and your next movie gets 2,000 views, next movie gets 3,000, and you don't post on TikTok, but that audience stays and they're maybe like there's videos in between, there's little things in between. Like a lot of these filmmakers just do the movies, which I think works, and their TikToks like the in between get to know you. But I don't think the TikToks really get to know you enough. So it's like you're getting more out, but it's like a tenth of an actual YouTube video of like,
and then are those, because I feel like all of the TikTok people are like, please support and like give.
That's what Elijah does, which is
but I wonder the way he's doing it is he's getting like, let's say 1,000 people watch his movie, next movie 2,000, but from that first movie only 200 people watch, and or like even like 50 people watch and like stick around to like support him. Are those 1,700 people more likely to, or are, if you keep creating a community, are those people more likely to support you instead of just a bunch of new random people? I wonder.
There's like I would say you're not trying to post films to get support. You're trying to get films to entertain people. So I don't think it matters if you have 10,000 subscribers that came from TikTok or that came naturally. Obviously, the TikTok ones are just there being brought for a certain video versus organically finding it and organically wanting to stay and be a part of more of like, okay, because YouTube's all about, I like what this channel is making. Like, if Lyrical Lemonade, and I'll always say this, if Cole Bennett was making videos talking to a camera saying, hey, this is how I made, maybe it would be cool to see like, hey, this is how I made this shot, but it kind of lets us, like in art, it's difficult because in a YouTube video, you get to know everything about them. But there's different channels like Lyrical Lemonade, which you don't know how Cole Bennett edits or shoots. Like maybe the behind the scenes, you get some stuff, but you don't really know. So it's like you're going there and you're getting this entertainment, and then that's it. You're not going to know. You can't know Cole Bennett. He's like a celebrity.
Yeah, and it's also a little bit more like the limited marketing. Not like marketing, but just it's limited. So when those things do come out, it's always big and it's always exciting when it comes out. Instead of, okay, this came out, then 20,000 little things, then another big thing. So you always have something to watch from him. It's more like a spectacle when something from him does get released.
Which is, that's more of the, and that's where I think Suka is going and should go. Of, okay, a movie and maybe a couple funny, the forbidden S word, skits come out, and that's it. And maybe a very few amount of, maybe 3 Instagram posts of photos. And I don't even, now thinking like, I think we could do like if we release clothes, it could be a video and photos. I don't know if we need to do the multiple photos. Because if you would look, like on our merchandise, we had 62 likes on one, and then the one the day before it came out had 23.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what if we would have just waited to put that? Maybe that could have gotten 100, like the original. So it is like, I think we don't want to put it in people's faces so much. We want to let them know it's there and then get away.
Yeah.
Put it out, get away. And it's like that might take a little long. Like we could get, in 2 posts, we could get a collective of 120 likes, or one, it could get 80. It's like, well, that's more.
Yeah.
It is more. Now maybe we annoyed. Like maybe those people didn't like because they're like, oh my gosh, can this just, I don't care anymore.
Or they just see it so much that they just start scrolling past it when they see like, oh, Suka posted again, like, go by.
Yeah. We want it to be like, oh, they posted, sweet.
So if they see that, just using the merch as an example, like if they see, oh, Suka posted, what does it say? Instead of, oh, it's another Suka post, scroll past and don't even see that there's like merch out.
I will say, I think it's, and this is like going back with TikTok, there is some hilarious, like, what celebrities will post, like the Rockies and songs. I think that is where we can fill into TikTok, like on set doing a funny dance or whatever, because that's not us marketing our movie. That's us organically showing our image, kind of, and breaking it down in a business way. That's like, we're showing our image and we're showing that we can be relatable. That's like a business way to look. But also it's like, hey, this is just, I'm using this for fun, and maybe it can help the other things. But going on TikTok and being like, hey, these things are out, click this link, you can do it. I think it helps marketing-wise, but the brand overall diminishes a little.
Yeah, it becomes more of like a spam instead of a brand.
Yeah, I don't know what that number is, because Luca does a good job of not putting out, like, I think he was doing 2 videos a week, and it was like 2 super solid, like, behind the scenes videos. So I don't know if, I mean, his movie got 70,000 views and he has 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I think he has 6 movies total. So I don't know if that's you look at that as like a good, like, did those numbers directly translate? Like, he had a couple of TikToks with like million views. So maybe that translated or maybe not, but I think the movie would have been fine on its own. And I don't know if like producers look at, did this movie get blown up by TikTok or not? But look at Elijah Anthony. He's working with a production company to make this next movie. And he had a budget. And I think it gets weird when you're like, please donate money.
Yeah, that gets scummy. It's a little scummy.
I don't even think maybe I think you could get to a Patreon, but I don't think crowdfunding for a movie I think it's a way to support, but you have to do it in a secretive way, which is like
a way to do it,
merchandise.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buy this, it'll help, but you can also get that.
You
but
get
saying
something
like,
in return.
Give me money, I think the credit system is pretty good of saying like, if we release like, hey, we're releasing this, you guys are willing to get in. If not, we're going to have other film producers come in. You could get your name credited on the end. Maybe that becomes something cool. Because I've seen Elijah do that, where he started like pay $1,000 to get a producer credit, or which that could be cool, but also we're so young in the film world that I have no idea, and we really only have 2 movies out, and that's not even